Welcome to Alipay for today's comprehensive global crypto newsletter, covering the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization as of April 13, 2025. Also adding an extra section covers cryptocurrencies beyond the top 10. Starting with Bitcoin, BTC. The Asahi Shimbun, Japan, reported today that Japan's retail sector took a major step toward crypto adoption, with over 500 major stores, including a leading electronics chain and department stores in Tokyo and Osaka, now accepting Bitcoin payments. According to the report, this follows relaxed crypto tax laws aimed at making Japan a blockchain hub. Analysts estimate a 15% rise in Asia's BTC transaction volume, with 10,000 transactions processed today. The New York Times reported today that Bitcoin mining in the US hit a record 700 exahashes per second, driven by Texas facilities in Austin and rural counties. According to the outlet, solar and wind-powered farms boosted security, but environmentalists note a 5% rise in local power costs, straining Austin's grid. The report highlights 2,000 new jobs created, fueling economic growth. Institutional faith in Bitcoin's decentralized value is growing, though debates over energy use intensify in Texas, a key hub for North America's crypto infrastructure. Argentina media house, La Nation reported today that Bitcoin adoption in Buenos Aires surged, with a 30% increase in BTC transactions as Argentina battles 100% annual inflation. According to the newspaper, over 10,000 merchants, from Palermo cafes to e-commerce platforms, now accept Bitcoin to counter peso devaluation. Local exchanges handled $50 million in trades today, enabling instant conversions. Regulatory talks on capital controls could limit access, but Buenos Aires crypto community is exploring stablecoin options to complement BTC's role in Latin America's crisis economy. Our next news is related to Ethereum, ticker symbol ETH. On April 13, 2025, Seoul, South Korea, news media, Yonhap News Agency reported today that South Korea's finance ministry imposed a 20% tax on Ethereum staking rewards in Seoul, targeting $2 billion in monthly DeFi transactions. According to the agency, the policy, effective July 2025, expects to generate $100 million annually for blockchain research. Seoul's tech leaders warn it may drive retail investors offshore, but banks see it legitimizing Ethereum, potentially drawing global firms to Gangnam's crypto scene. The tax clarifies ETH status, boosting confidence in Asia's competitive DeFi market. On April 13, 2025, the Financial Post, Canada, reported today that Toronto's largest Ethereum ETF saw $200 million in inflows, fueled by pension funds betting on ETH smart contract dominance. According to the outlet, the ETF, managing $5 billion, thrives on Ethereum's DeFi and NFT growth, with upcoming Shodaing upgrades boosting optimism. Toronto's analysts note trade tensions as a risk, but the ETF's success pressures US regulators for approvals. The surge underscores Canada's lead in North America's crypto investment landscape, centered in Toronto's financial hub. São Paulo, Brazilian media house, Estadaro reported today that São Paulo launched 3 Ethereum-based DeFi platforms, offering 15% yields on stablecoin deposits to 1 million users. According to the newspaper, these platforms serve Brazil's 30% unbanked population, locking $200 million in value. São Paulo's fintechs leverage Ethereum's secure contracts, but regulators cite a $10 million hack last year as a risk. The platforms aim to cut reliance on costly loans, positioning Ethereum as Brazil's top blockchain for financial inclusion in Latin America's largest city. Global Times, China, reported today that Beijing's central bank probed $10 billion in offshore Tether trades suspected of enabling capital flight. According to the outlet, Tether, holding 60% of China's stablecoin market, faces reserve transparency demands, fueling debates over its dollar peg. Beijing's focus on USDT's role in imports could cut liquidity, pushing traders to decentralized platforms. The crackdown reflects China's struggle to balance blockchain growth with control, impacting Beijing's status as Asia's crypto trading capital. On April 13, 2025, The Washington Post, USA, reported today that Tether powered a $500 million remittance wave to Latin America, with $50 million daily transfers from Washington, D.C. to Mexico and Guatemala. According to the report, migrants use USDT's low fees, supporting 10 million families. D.C. analysts highlight financial inclusion, but Treasury officials push KYC rules over illicit flow risks. Tether's dominance in remittances is reshaping cross-border finance, solidifying Washington's role in North America's crypto policy debates. Colombia, El Espectador media house, reported today that Bogotá expanded its Tether remittance program, channeling $50 million in USDT to rural Andes and Caribbean communities. According to the newspaper, 500,000 users access mobile apps to convert USDT to pesos, tackling 40% banking exclusion. The program added 200 villages, processing $1 million daily, but internet gaps hinder scale. Bogotá's $5 million training push aims to make Tether a rural finance staple, boosting Latin America's crypto adoption from Colombia's capital. Now report on Binance Coin ticker symbol, BNB. On April 13, 2025, Malaysia, New Straits Times reported today that Kuala Lumpur's top e-commerce platform launched Binance Coin payments, serving 10 million users across 50,000 stores. According to the outlet, BNB Chain's subsecond transactions processed $10 million on launch day, targeting 20% of Malaysia's $30 billion retail market by 2026. Kuala Lumpur's fintech policies support adoption, but tax debates could stall growth. BNB's integration strengthens Binance's hold on Southeast Asia's digital economy, with Kuala Lumpur leading the charge. San Francisco, California, USA. TechCrunch reported today that Binance upgraded BNB Chain's San Francisco nodes, increasing speeds by 20% and supporting $5 billion in DeFi value locked. According to the report, 100 new lending and NFT protocols launched, leveraging BNB's 1-cent fees. San Francisco's developers see it rivaling Ethereum, but Binance's $100 million SEC fine last year raises risks. The upgrade could hit 1 billion transactions yearly, cementing San Francisco's role in North America's blockchain race. On April 13, 2025, Chile, La Tercera reported today that Santiago's largest bank rolled out a Binance Coin microfinance program, lending $10 million in BNB to 5,000 businesses. According to the newspaper, BNB Chain's smart contracts cut costs by 30%, offering 5% rates. Santiago sees 1,000 daily applications, countering high loan rejections, but BNB's volatility worries regulators. The program could tap Latin America's $500 billion microfinance market, positioning Santiago as a crypto finance leader in Chile. Next news is from Solana, ticker symbol, SOL. On April 13, 2025, Bangkok, Thailand, the nation Thailand reported today that Bangkok's Solana-based NFT marketplace hit $20 million in sales from 50,000 transactions. According to the outlet, Solana's 65,000 transactions per second capacity drew 1 million users, with 10,000 new wallets today. Integrated with Bangkok's payment apps, it fuels Thailand's $1 billion creative sector, but copyright disputes concern regulators. Solana's NFT dominance could spark virtual galleries in Chiang Mai, reshaping Asia's art market from Thailand's capital. San Francisco, California, USA. Fortune reported today that a San Francisco Solana DeFi startup raised $100 million to build a lending protocol with 10% yields. According to the magazine, Solana's 1,000 transactions per second platform supports 100,000 beta users, eyeing 5% of the US's $50 billion DeFi market by 2026. A January outage raises reliability fears, but Silicon Valley's faith in Solana's scalability drives funding, positioning San Francisco as North America's DeFi innovation hub. Peru 21 reported today that Lima trialed Solana for voting in 5 cities, recording 10,000 ballots with 100% uptime. According to the outlet, Solana's encryption and speed enabled secure mobile voting, backed by UN observers. Lima's $1 million pilot, tackling 2024 fraud claims, hit 99% voter approval. Scaling to 30 million voters needs rural internet, but Solana's success could make Lima Latin America's blockchain governance model, driving transparency in Peru. Next in our news list is Ripple, ticker symbol XRP. On April 13, 2025, Singapore, the Business Times reported today that Singapore's top 3 banks in Marina Bay adopted XRP, processing $500 million in cross-border payments. According to the outlet, Ripple's 5-second settlements cut costs by 40% versus SWIFT, eyeing $1 billion in volume by December. Singapore's fintech hub thrives, but Ripple's US legal risks could spark a 10% price drop, analysts say. XRP's efficiency strengthens Asia's $500 billion remittance market, with Singapore leading adoption. USA, Reuters reported today that a New York City judge ruled XRP's secondary sales are not securities, boosting Ripple against the SEC. According to the agency, a 5% price surge and $200 million in Coinbase trades followed. New York investors see institutional adoption rising, but an SEC appeal could drag into 2026. The ruling fuels XRP's growth in the US's $2 trillion financial market, with NYC as a crypto-legal battleground. Brazil, Vela Econômico reported today that Brasilia approved an XRP payment system, linking 10 million users across 50 banks. According to the outlet, Ripple's tech enables 1% fee transfers, saving $2 million daily for Brazil's $50 billion remittance market. PIX competition and low merchant uptake challenge growth, but Brasilia sees XRP boosting inclusion in Latin America's largest economy, with $10 million in daily transactions. Now news about Cardano, ticker symbol, ADA. On April 13, 2025, Manila, Philippines, the Philippine Star reported today that Manila's Department of Education launched a Cardano course for 5,000 students across 10 universities, teaching smart contracts. According to the newspaper, the $2 million program highlights Cardano's low-energy model, resonating with Manila's sustainability goals. It aims to train 1,000 developers by 2026, with microfinance pilots underway. Only 10% of firms use blockchain, but Manila's tech hubs see Cardano shaping Asia's crypto workforce. Miami, Florida, USA. CoinDesk reported today that a Miami Cardano DeFi platform raised $50 million for 10% staking yields and lending. According to the outlet, 100,000 beta users joined, eyeing 1 million by 2026 in the US's $100 billion DeFi market. Miami's $5 million grants fueled the launch, but Cardano's 500 dApps lag Ethereum's 4,000. The platform cements Miami's rise as North America's blockchain hub, pushing Cardano's accessible finance vision. La Paz, Bolivia. Los Tiempos reported today that La Paz used Cardano to track 1,000 tons of coffee exports, aiding 5,000 farmers. According to the newspaper, the $2 million pilot boosts Europe's sales by 10%, targeting Bolivia's $1 billion market. La Paz reports 99% data accuracy, but 20% tech literacy and rural internet gaps hinder scale. Cardano's transparency reshapes Latin America's trade, with La Paz eyeing quinoa next. Our next news is from Dogecoin, ticker symbol, Doge. On April 13, 2025, Shanghai, China. China Daily reported today that Shanghai's Weibo saw a 50% Dogecoin tipping surge, with 1 million transactions worth $500,000. According to the outlet, Gen Z sent 10,000 new wallets $10,000 daily in tips, leveraging Doge's 1-cent fees. Regulators flag gambling after a $1 million scam, but Shanghai's $50 billion content economy thrives. Dogecoin's utility grows in Asia, though volatility concerns linger. Chicago, Illinois, USA. USA Today reported today that Chicago's two e-commerce giants, with $100 billion in sales, added Dogecoin payments for 50 million customers. According to the newspaper, $1 million in Doge transactions hit today, with 10-second confirmations driving adoption. Chicago projects $200 million by 2026, but stablecoin stability questions linger. Doge's 5 million fans fuel its retail rise in North America's hub. On April 13, 2025, Caracas, Venezuela. Ultimas Noticias reported today that Caracas workers received $5 million in Dogecoin salaries, aiding 100,000 against 1,000% inflation. According to the outlet, $1 million daily trades serve 1,000 merchants via local exchanges. Internet outages and 30% adoption limit scale, but Caracas crypto push sees Doge as a lifeline in Latin America's crisis markets. Next news is from Avalanche, ticker symbol, AVAX. On April 13, 2025, Jakarta, Indonesia. Tempo reported today that Jakarta's Avalanche gaming platform reached 2 million players with a Web3 RPG, earning $20 million. According to the outlet, Avalanche's 4,500 transactions per second capacity supports 10,000 daily users in Asia's $10 billion market. Jakarta's $10 million VC fund eyes 5 million users, but underage access worries regulators. Avalanche redefines Indonesia's gaming from its capital. Los Angeles, California, USA. The Verge reported today that a Los Angeles Avalanche NFT marketplace added 1,000 creators, hitting $30 million in sales. According to the outlet, Avalanche's low-energy blockchain and 2-second finality beat Ethereum, appealing to Lars eco-artists. A 20% global NFT drop risks growth, but Lars' $5 billion art market sees Avalanche leading North America's digital shift. Quito, Ecuador. Expresso reported today that Quito's Avalanche platform raised $15 million for Amazon reforestation. According to the newspaper, Avalanche smart contracts track funds for 10,000 hectares, drawing $5 million from Europe. Quito's $50 million climate plan targets $100 million by 2027, but debt and training gaps challenge scale. Avalanche positions Quito as Latin America's green finance leader. Next news is from Chainlink, ticker symbol, Link. On April 13, 2025, Hong Kong, China. Hong Kong Free Press reported today that Hong Kong's DeFi platforms added Chainlink's feeds for 50 assets, supporting $1 billion in Kowloon trades. According to the outlet, Chainlink's oracles aid Asia's $100 billion DeFi goal, adding 10,000 users. A 5% volatility spike exposed latency risks, but zero hacks since 2020 boost trust. Chainlink drives Hong Kong's finance blockchain bridge. Chicago, Illinois, USA. Insurance Journal reported today that Chicago's two insurers used Chainlink to automate $25 million in flood claims for 500,000. According to the outlet, Chainlink's weather data cuts processing to 2 hours, saving $5 million. Chicago plans health claims by 2026, but $1 billion in 2024 hacks and Illinois laws challenge scale. Chainlink transforms North America's $1 trillion insurance market. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Ambito Financiero reported today that Buenos Aires farmers secured $10 million in futures via Chainlink's price tracking for 1,000 farms. According to the outlet, Chainlink's data hedges 50% peso swings, eyeing livestock by 2026 for Argentina's $50 billion exports. High costs and 10% blockchain literacy limit growth, but Chainlink empowers Latin America's rural finance from Buenos Aires. There is some other important news other than top 10 crypto by market cap. Satting with Polkadot, ticker symbol, DOT. News, Vietnam's Polkadot bridges DeFi ecosystems. Seattle, Washington, USA. Wired reported today that a Seattle Polkadot platform let 1,000 users vote on $5 million in Web3 grants. According to the magazine, 10,000 votes funded dApps for 100,000 users, with Seattle's cloud ensuring 99.9% uptime. Only 20% grasp staking, but a $2 million VC fund sees Polkadot leading North America's decentralized push from Seattle's tech scene. Next in Alipay newsletter is Polygon, ticker symbol, MATIC. On April 13, 2025, Mumbai, India. The Times of India reported today that Mumbai's Polygon NFT platforms hit $50 million in sales, driven by Bollywood collectibles for 5 million users. According to the outlet, Polygon's 1-cent fees processed 100,000 transactions, with studios planning 100 collections by 2026. Piracy hits 20% of sales, and KYC rules tighten, but Mumbai's $30 billion entertainment hub leads Asia's NFT race. Cryptocurrency investments are volatile and risky, so research thoroughly and consult a financial advisor before investing, as this newsletter is informational only. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us for today's crypto newsletter. For more information, please visit alipay.online, link provided in the description. Please like, subscribe and don't forget to share your comment below. See you tomorrow.